Your dog is leaning against you right now, or they will the moment you sit down. That full body press against your leg, your side, your foot. That warm, heavy weight that seems to say, I'm here and I'm not moving. Most owners barely notice it anymore. It's just something their dog does, background noise in the daily routine of living with a dog. But that lean is one of the most psychologically loaded things your dog does. And it's not one thing. It's 5 different things, depending on when, how, and why they do it. And at least one of them is something you need to hear today. 1. It's not affection. It's a transfer. When your dog leans their full weight against you, something physical happens that most owners never consciously register. Your dog's muscle tension drops, their breathing slows, their heart rate decreases. The lean itself is triggering a parasympathetic nervous system response, the branch of their autonomic system responsible for rest, recovery, and calm. But here's the part that elevates this from cute to extraordinary. The same response fires in you. The pressure of your dog's body against yours activates deep pressure receptors in your skin that send calming signals directly to your nervous system. Your cortisol drops. Your blood pressure decreases. Your breathing unconsciously syncs with theirs. This isn't a metaphor. It's measurable. It's the same mechanism behind weighted blankets, behind the therapeutic use of deep pressure in anxiety treatment. Your dog is, without any training, without any understanding of human neuroscience, performing a bilateral nervous system regulation. They calm you by pressing into you. You calm them by being the surface they press against. 2 nervous systems locked together through skin and weight and warmth, each one pulling the other toward equilibrium. That's not leaning. That's medicine being exchanged without a single word. 2. They're claiming you in front of the world. Watch when your dog leans against you. Hardest. It's rarely when you're alone together in a quiet room. It's when someone else is present. A visitor, another dog, a new person. Your dog hasn't decided about yet. The lean intensifies in the presence of anything your dog perceives as a potential competitor for your attention or a potential threat to your bond. This is a territorial behavior, but not in the aggressive sense. Your dog isn't guarding you like a resource. They're making a statement. This human is occupied. This space is taken. This bond is not available for renegotiation. In multi-dog households, this becomes even more visible. Watch which dog leans against you when another dog approaches. That lean is a claim. Subtle, non-aggressive, but absolute. It says the same thing a wedding ring says in human social dynamics. Not a threat to others, just a fact. We belong to each other, and I'm making sure everyone in this room knows it. Your dog doesn't have language. They don't have symbols. They have their body. And pressing that body against yours in the presence of others is the loudest declaration of ownership they're capable of making. 3. They're anchoring themselves through you. Some dogs lean not out of calm, but out of need. And this version looks different if you know what to watch for. A dog who leans into you during a thunderstorm, during fireworks, in a new environment, at the vet, that's not the same lean as the one on the couch on a quiet evening. That lean is heavier, more urgent, sometimes accompanied by trembling, panting, or a body that's rigid instead of relaxed. This is your dog using you as an emotional anchor. In moments of fear or overstimulation, their nervous system is overwhelmed and they need an external source of regulation. You are that source. Your heartbeat, your body temperature, your scent, your stillness. These become the fixed point in a world that suddenly feels chaotic. Behaviorists call this the secure base effect. The same mechanism that makes a terrified child run to a parent instead of away from danger. Your dog doesn't run to the safest corner of the house. They run to you. Because you are the safest corner of the house. And when they press their body against yours with that heavy, desperate weight, they're not just seeking comfort. They're plugging into the one power source that has never failed them. You don't need to do anything special in those moments. Don't talk too much. Don't pet too vigorously. Just be solid. Be still. Be the wall they need to lean against until the storm passes. Your presence is doing the work. It always has been. 4. They're saying something they have no other way to say. This is the version of the lean that breaks people open when they finally see it for what it is. Sometimes your dog leans against you in a quiet moment. No threat, no visitors, no storm. Just a normal evening. And they press into you and stay there. Longer than usual, heavier than usual, with a stillness that feels almost deliberate. In those moments, your dog isn't regulating. They're not claiming. They're not anchoring. They're communicating something that exists in a space beyond any behavior a textbook can categorize. The closest word in human language is probably gratitude. But dogs don't have gratitude as a concept. What they have is a body that knows where it feels best and a brain that has learned over thousands of interactions that being pressed against you is the state in which their entire system operates at its optimal level, calm, safe, complete. That silent lean on a quiet evening is your dog's body saying, "This is where I function best. This is where everything in me works the way it's supposed to. Not beside you, against you. Zero distance. That's not neediness. That's a biological system that has found its equilibrium point and refuses to move away from it." 5. The lean you need to watch for. An older dog who starts leaning more than they used to is telling you something. A dog who suddenly leans and stays pressed against you for unusually long periods is telling you something. A dog whose lean changes from relaxed to rigid, from warm to heavy, from occasional to constant, is telling you something. Pain changes the way a dog leans. A dog experiencing chronic discomfort will often press into their owner, not for bonding, not for claiming, but because the contact itself provides a mild analgesic effect. The pressure against their body offers a form of physical relief. And you, the person they trust most, are the surface they choose to seek that relief from. Dogs in the early stages of cognitive decline also increase leaning behavior. As their brain becomes less reliable at processing the world, they lean on the one thing that still makes sense: you. Their anchor becomes more necessary as their internal compass becomes less certain. If your dog's lean has changed, if it's heavier, more frequent, more persistent, don't dismiss it as them being extra cuddly. Look deeper. Check for pain. Check for confusion. Check for the subtle signs that something in their body or brain is shifting. And the only way they know to tell you is to press harder against the person who has always been their answer to everything. What the lean really is. Every other species on Earth maintains distance as a default. Space means safety. Separation means survival. But dogs chose the opposite. 15,000 years ago, they made an evolutionary bet that closeness to humans was worth more than independence from them. And they were right. That lean, that warm, heavy, silent press of a body against yours is the living proof of that bet paying off. Your dog doesn't lean on you because they're weak. They lean on you because you are the strongest thing in their world. And every single time they press their weight against you, they're saying the same thing dogs have been saying to humans since the first wolf sat down beside the first fire and decided to stay. I chose you, and I'd rather fall than stand anywhere you're not.